Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 96 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and flashback drafts are back, and I'm sure they probably timed this perfectly, that Innistrad is back the week of Halloween. Halloween, of course, is Monday, so we're going to draft my single most favorite set ever to draft, Triple Innistrad. I haven't drafted this in several months. Last time it was back was, I think, just before Shadows came out. It was kind of a flashback then. But yeah, we're going to crack open 3 packs of Innistrad and see how we do. It is single elimination, unfortunately, which means if we don't get past round 1, that's the end of it, which is kind of a pain, but I would draft this constantly. And of course, next week during the 24-hour stream, it will be Innistrad Dark Ascension, and you can definitely expect at least one of those drafts during the stream, if not a few. But yeah, I will see you guys for Pack 1, Pick 1. Alright, here we are for Pack 1, Pick 1. We got ourselves a Scab Ruinator, which I doubt is worth anything, but let me check. 7 cents, unfortunately. It was widely speculated to be just an amazing card, and people went all in on Scab Ruinator. Scab Ruinator, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one. And it just never really got there. So it's a 5/6 flyer for 3. But you do have to exile 3 creature cards from your graveyard, so you do want to be in a little bit of self-mill, which is one of the better decks in this format, blue-green or blue-black self-mill. So we're looking at Scab Ruinator. There's also an Abyssinian Priest, which any new players may know better as Sigardian Priest. It's exactly the same card. Bonds of Faith, very good. And then we fall off. We've got Typhoid Rats. That's about it. Lumberknot, it's slow to get started, but it can get out of control. But really, I think the pick is Ruinator, Priest, or Bonds of Faith, and I'm going to take the big, awesome Mythic, because we got it. Ooh, a Daybreak Ranger. What do we got here? We've got Scab Goliath, which is going to compete for resources, but also goes in the same deck and is really good as a 6/9 trample. There's a Claustrophobia as well, a Spectral Flight. Daybreak Ranger, 3 mana 2/2 that shoots flyers, and then on the flip side it fights for a red and a tap. It's a really good card. Man or Gargoyle is also decent-ish, although 5 is pretty expensive. Really, I think we're looking at Daybreak, Scab Goliath, Claustrophobia. That's about it. I'm tempted to take the Scab Goliath just because it's uncommon. Claustrophobia is common. There's no mill here. Yeah, let's continue the Scab plan. Alright, we've got a Memory's Journey, which hopefully we can wheel and pick that up, because it helps us get cards back from our graveyard after we mill them all. There's a Midnight Haunting, which is real good. And probably by far the best card in this entire pack. So we could go blue-white flyers and not blue-green mill, or blue-black mill. Yeah, I think we just take Midnight Haunting. Blue-white flyers, also a very good deck. Doesn't play the Scabs that well. But we'll see where we go. There's no blue. There's no blue at all. There's a Handwear Watchkeep, which is not great. It's a 3 mana 1/5 defender, and then it becomes a 5/5, but it has to attack every turn. Into the Maw of Hell is an expensive way to kill something. Rage Thrower is decent. Whenever another creature dies, Rage Thrower deals 2 damage to target player. It is 6 mana, though, which is a bit ridiculous. We've got a Spectral Rider, which is very decent, and potentially my pick here. Elder Cathar is fine, but Spectral Rider is better. Markov Patrician is decent, 3 mana 3/1 lifelinker, but it does die to a lot of stuff. One-Eyed Scarecrow is fine, but I think I'll just take the Spectral Rider here. We may just end up in like a blue-white Spirits flyer sort of deck, so yeah, let's take Spectral Rider. Ooh, a Lantern Spirit. Makeshift Mauler, Selhoff Occultist, Moment of Heroism. So Lantern Spirit, 2/1 flyer for 3, and you can return it, so it is, you know, sort of hexproof-ish for a bunch of mana, for 4 mana. Makeshift Mauler is the third of these 3 Scabs. This one you have to exile 3 creatures, this one 2, this one 1. All decent, but we would really need some mill, and we don't have any mill yet. This would mill us, but Lantern Spirit's just better, I think. Bump of the Night, no. Night Terrors, no. Interloper, no. Villagers are fine. Moment's a good combat trick. I like it a fair bit. But we're just going to take Lantern Spirit here. Looks like, well, I was going to say looks like blue might be open, but the last pack had 0 blue. Who knows what signals we're getting? I think the Lantern Spirit is enough of a signal. Pick 5. This shouldn't be pick 5. What do we got? Ooh, a Voiceless Spirit. Typhoid Rats. Rebuke is fine, but it is very conditional. Foil Swamp. Yeah, I'm pretty happy just taking Voiceless Spirits here and moving into blue-white flyers, I think. Typhoid Rats isn't really a reason to go black. Voiceless Spirit is good. 2/1 flying first strike for 3. Ghostly Possession, I hate. Frightful Delusion, no. Blood Crazed Neonate. This thing can get obnoxious, but it's not something that's going to push us into red, so we'll take the Spirit. Moment of Heroism. Selfless Cathar. Curiosity. Curiosity on flyers is not the worst thing to ever happen. We can get a moment in some packs. Same with Selfless Cathar. We're not going to play Crab or Ghoul Color's Bell, even though it does mill us, but it doesn't mill us the way we want. So yeah, let's take Curiosity. Ooh, Butcher's Cleaver. Silver Chase Fox as well is a bear with nothing but upside. Unruly Mob is better in this set than it was in Shadow or Eldritch Moon? Shadows? I don't remember which of the 2 sets it was in. Village Bellringer is good, but not better than Cleaver. So we're going to want to make sure that we get some humans. We don't currently have any humans, but giving +3/+0 and lifelink is insane, especially on a flyer, especially if we can get it Invisible Stalker. So we'll take the Butcher's Cleaver here. Yeah. And we're out of cards for us. We've got Feral Ridgewolf is the only card that I might not want to play against. Grave Bramble, nobody plays that. Nobody plays that. Nobody, well, that's pure sideboard, which could kill my Curiosity and whatnot. Actually, yeah, I think we might take the Naturalize instead. Naturalize, get out of there. Frightful Delusion, we're not going to play it. It's really expensive for Spike. Nobody's going to play any of these cards, though. Let's take a Frightful Delusion, I guess. Fortress Grab, I guess. Maybe we need it. Hopefully not. Ghostly Possession or Wooden Stake. Wooden Stake's +1/+0. Blocks or becomes blocked by a vampire. Let's take Ghostly Possession, but we're not going to play it. Bump in the Night. Skeletal Grimace. And a Curse of Oblivion. Not a bad start. We do want a little bit of blue mill to get some creatures into our graveyard. And we do want to get some humans. We want to see an Invisible Stalker. I wouldn't mind seeing Snapcaster Mage. Liliana. Another Mythic, but it's Grimgrin, which doesn't do much for us. I'll check his price, but I doubt he's worth anything. 25 cents. Can we splash for Grimgrin? What does he do? He's a 5/5. Comes in tapped and he doesn't untap. You have to sack a creature to untap him, but he gets a counter. And whenever he attacks, you just blow up a creature and get a counter. That's really, really good. What's it fighting against? Stitcher's Apprentice. Voiceless Spirit. We might just splash for it. We can pick up a Traveler's Amulet. We'll have things like Midnight Haunting to sack, tokens and such. I think I'm fine having some fun and taking Grimgrin here. Voiceless Spirit is not better. Stitcher's Apprentice is not better. We'd play both of them happily. We're already playing a Spirit. Yeah, let's take Grimgrin and have some fun. Bleu? Well, this ain't great. This ain't great. We want Victim of Night, but we're not black. Could we be black? We got a lot of black at the end, but none of it was good. I think we want to be blue. And we were trying to be white, but we're not taking a Cathar here. We're not taking that or that. We might have to try to pivot to black. And take the Victim of Night. Kills a lot of stuff in the format. Being black, hopefully you're taking a bunch of the zombies and vampires. Yeah, I don't like this, but I think we're going to take it. Let's see what happens here. And then we get a Gallows Warden, and a Moon Heron, and a Spectral Flight. So maybe that was just a brief thought of a pivot that we're not actually going to do. Yeah, Gallows Warden gives all of our creatures +0/+1. And there's a blue one that gives all of our spirit creatures +1/+0. So we can make all of our spirits good. Spectral Flight is surprisingly good, but I think Gallows Warden's just better. We do want that Moon Heron, but we're not passing up a Gallows Warden. Nothing black to push us with that Victim of Night, so we'll continue the blue-white plan for now. Another Butcher's Cleaver isn't really what we want. There's a Silent Departure, though, which is quite nice. There's a Prey Upon, a Geist Flame, both very good cards. Ambush Viper is great. Rooftop Storm is horrible. Yeah, Silent Departure is just straight up bounce, plus flashback on it. Yeah, I'm happy taking a Silent Departure. Played a lot of Silent Departures back in the day. We've got an Elder Cathar, which is good. 3 mana 2/2, and when it dies, you get a counter on a creature, and if it's a human, you get 2. It's better than Intangible Virtue, I think, because we only have 1 token producer at the moment. Self-Huff Occultist, 2/3, whenever it or another creature dies, target player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. I kind of want that as well, but I think I want the Elder Cathar more, so we'll take that. Well, maybe this is where we take the Makeshift Mauler, because we're not taking a Ghoul-Caller's Bell or a Spare from Evil. Yeah, let's take a Makeshift Mauler. It's our first 4-drop. Ooh, Moment of Heroism, and a Sharpened Pitchfork, and a Self-Huff. So, +1/+1 and First Strike. Or no, First Strike. +1/+1 if it's a human. We still only have the 1 human at the moment. So we're sort of running out of that train. So maybe we do just take the Occultist here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. There's a Walking Corpse here. It's a decent card. It's a 2/2 for 2 in black. Which up until this set, you never really got. There's the Traveler's Amulet we want for the swamp that we'll have, or a couple of swamps that we'll have. Bitterheart Witch, no. Paraceline, no. Ghostly Possession, no. Somebody's going to have a Nod of the Bone deck. Traveler's Amulet, in you go. Nothing. At all. So I guess we can take a Cobbled Wings, throw it away. Sideboard Urgent Exorcism, I guess. Somebody's in one of our colors, and I don't know which it is. I think somebody's in white. Somebody's probably in blue as well. So this might end up being a round 1 loss. We'll see. We'll see. 10 creatures. 15 cards. Need some picks. Need some picks. Come on, come on, come on. Good cards. Who's being slow? Whoever that is. Is that Elish Norn? What is that avatar? I can't even tell. It's like missing a head. Which makes me think that it's Elish Norn. Anyways, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25. Come on. Come on. Give me a card. Give me a card. Give me a card. Please? I guess maybe this Birds of Paradise here is slowing down the draft too. There we go. So many foil lands just wasting slots. I might take it. No, I don't want to play against a Furor of the Bitten. It's not a good card, but it sucks to lose to. Hey, a Village Bellringer. I will take that. And play it. It's a human. You can flash it in and untap all your creatures and get them. Let's take a foil Curse of the Nightly Hunt. Alright, so we really want an Invisible Stalker, a Spectral Flight, the blue Spirit that gives +1/+0 to all your spirits, Thought Scour. What else do we want? Fiend Hunter. There's a lot of stuff we want in probably like 8 picks that will have good cards. So we'll see. We'll see. Another crime. Hey, there's Battleground Geist. There's step 1 to getting what we want. There's a Grasp of Phantoms, which is decent. There's a Blazing Torch, which is decent. No white in this pack outside of Unruly Mod. But yeah, we're taking Battleground Geist for sure. For sure. Good other cards. Diagraph Ghoul, Brimstone Volley, Screeching Bat. But yeah, let's take Battleground. Mirror Mad Phantasm. Probably is not going to win out against Slayer of the Wicked. There's a lot of good cards here actually for us. So Mirror Mad Phantasm, 5 mana. We've already got 3 5-drops. It's a 5/1 flyer. Awesome. Pay 1 and a blue, and you shuffle it into your library, and you mill yourself. Or, sorry, you reveal cards until you hit it, and then you throw all those cards into the graveyard. So it gets a little crazy. I might actually take it. Is that... We opened 3 mythics in a row. We opened Grimgrin, we opened Scabruinator, we opened Mirror Mad. Slayer of the Wicked's really good. It's just like straight up removal. Thraben Sentry is pretty solid. This is just so much fun though, and it's a spirit, which is the theme of our deck. I might have to take it just because it's Wacky Wednesday, just because I want to have fun. I know it's a dumb choice. I know Slayer of the Wicked is the correct choice, but we're taking Mirror Mad Phantasm, so deal with it. Abyssinian Priest is nice. Spectral Flight we don't necessarily need, not unless we get an Invisible Stalker, and if we don't get one in the next like 2 picks, we're not going to see one. Curse of the Bloody Tome, Silent Departure number 2. Well, we need removal, but Abyssinian Priest does a decent impression of that. Well, deck's coming together. Moon Heron is fine. Thraben Sentry is fine. This is a spirit. It's a flyer. It fits a little bit better with our plan overall compared to Thraben Sentry. They're both 4-drops. Pretty happy with the Heron, I believe. Yes. Yes, I am. Another Priest. A Smite the Monstrous could be fine. It doesn't have a ton of targets, but we are low on removal. Although everything that it could target, the Priest could target. So I think I actually like the Priest more than it. Yeah, let's take Priest number 2. Hey, Armored Scab is kind of exactly what we want. Comes into play, mills you 4, gets us creatures for our Ruinator, our Goliath, our Makeshift Mauler. It's a Blazing Torch that I would consider as well as a Stitcher's Apprentice, but we're going to take Armored Scab. It's exactly what we need. Feeling of Dread is fine. It could be our 23rd card easily, more than Fortress Crab will be. Let's give it a go. It taps 2 creatures down. You can flash it back to tap them down. We're both the colors, so it works out well. We're currently looking at like 2 swamps, and then Islands and Plains, because the Traveler's Amulet lets us go and grab our swamp. Seems like a fun deck. Ooh, Abbey Griffin. Abbey Griffin. Dream Twist number 1 in pack 3 is not what you want. If you can get like 5 of these, it's fantastic. But you want to start that early in pack 1. Yeah, we'll take a 4-drop flyer. What do we not want? What do we not want? Cleaver is one of our ways of winning, just throwing it on the flyer. The lifelink doesn't super matter that we don't have it. None of these super matter to me. I mean, I don't really want to play against any of them, so it's rare draft, I guess. What's the cut? What? Ooh, Blazing Torch and a Thraben Sentry. Man, I'm going to have more cuts now. I didn't expect to actually end up here. I think Blazing Torch works out a little bit better. It's more removal. Thraben Sentry's a human. I think I like Blazing Torch more. Let's take Blazing Torch. Ooh, Spectral Flight. Man, I'm going to have to make a bunch of cuts here. Let's take that. Alright, what do we really not like? We like Selhoff Occultist for the mill. Feeling of Dread, I guess, can go. the reason we took that is no longer relevant. 2 more cuts. 2 more cuts. Yes, thank you for those cards. I guess one of these scabs can go. We do have 18 creatures. We are a creature deck for sure. Maybe just Makeshift Mauler? Maybe Grimgrin's too cute? We cut Grimgrin and Traveler's Amulet? We're going to have a lot of creatures to sack to Grimgrin, though. Huh. Choices, choices, choices. Well, let's cut Spectral Flight. Butcher's Cleaver does the same thing. Sort of. Ish. In a Flyers deck, anyways. One more cut. I feel like one of the scabs has to go. And maybe it's just Goliath. Like, Ruinator's way better. And Makeshift Mauler only needs me to exile 1, plus it's a 4-drop. I guess Gallows Warden could go. The plan is not that my Flyers are blocking. Battleground Geist is the much better one of the two. So yeah, let's cut Gallows Warden. Alright, I like that, I like that. We're going to add some basic lands. We're going to do 2 swamps. 8 islands, 7 plains. Sounds good. Submit deck. I will see you guys for round 1, where hopefully we can fly them out.